Hi, my name is Becky, and this is the story on how I came to know the Lord. So I grew up in a Christian home, but I never personally knew God or invited Him into my heart. When I was about 11 years old, my parents split up, and I kind of grew apart from both of them. When I got into high school, my life started to take kind of a dark path. Most of my friends were older, and a lot of them were drug dealers, including my boyfriend at the time. I started doing drugs when I was 14 years old and ended up dropping out of school when I was 15. But it was around that time that my mom got remarried to my stepdad, and he was an amazing witness to me of what it meant to live a selfless, God-centered life. I also started reconnecting with my dad again, and my mom's prayers along with their support really helped me start to get my life back on track. I went back to school and I stopped doing drugs, but there was still something really missing in my life. I was still in the same relationship and it was really unhealthy, but I didn't know how to have the strength to leave. Eventually, after 3 years of dating, things got really bad and I had to walk away. It was then that my life really came crashing down on me. I'll never forget the night when I got the call saying that my boyfriend had committed suicide. It's hard to describe what I felt during that moment, but the pain was just so deep, and not only was I feeling grief, but I was also feeling guilt and regret and just shock. I had never felt so alone or lost in my life. For the first time ever, I really cried out to God that night, and He met me in my pain and my suffering and gave me that little piece of peace and comfort that I needed. A lot of my friends began to turn on me. They all blamed me for his death, including his whole family. I fell into a state of depression, and I started doing drugs again and partying to try and numb the pain and cover it up. But whenever I was alone, I was still praying to God and crying to Him, and He was the thing that gave me strength to carry on each day. It was through this suffering that I really started to understand who God was. And I knew that it doesn't matter where you're at in your life or what you've done. When you cry out to God, He will help you. If you're broken, He will restore you. And some of my friends from Adore invited me along with them. I hadn't been to church since I was a little kid, and I didn't really know what to expect. But during that time, we were worshiping, and I just broke down in tears. It was a moment of surrender because I knew in my heart what God had really done for my life, and I just wanted to live for Him. I wanted meaning in my life. I have been back every Sunday since that day, and my faith just continues to grow. The beautiful thing about God is that He can take tragedy and turn it into something beautiful, like a testimony to others. Now I'm in my second year studying psychology because I want to help people who were lost like I was. The overwhelming feeling of joy that I get in my heart now from knowing Jesus is something that I want to show to other people.